Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? This is Ray Bradford. This is Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast. Pow, I got it right this week. Look, we live. We live at the beautiful Smashing Company uh, place of operations in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We don't really have much to promote this week, man. Same as every week. If you're in tune with me, go stream me on Spotify, stream me on Apple Music, whatever your choice of your preferred choice of streaming is. Type in Ray Bradford, and all things Ray Bradford type will pop up. You can go to my Instagram page, which is Ray D Bradford, and go to the bio and click the link tree. It'll take you to everything all in one. Of course, keep liking, keep coming, keep subscribing. Share this as much as you can. If you got a favorite part in this, cut it out. Send it to me, man. I'll cut it out for you and send it to you. And we'll get to you the post. Share it with somebody. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hope y'all week's been good. My week been pretty good. Did kind of the normal. Played at church last Sunday. Had a gig Wednesday night in New Orleans. Big for this thing called Emerge. Then had a gig Saturday night. Then was back at church Sunday. In between that, we doing the normal, building and growing as much as we can every day. The good saying is you get 1% better every day, you ahead of the world, huh? You ahead of most of the people if you're getting 1% better every day. So, or at least it's 7 days in a week. Get 1% better at 3 days a week. Can't beat it. If you need any podcast services, audio services, videography, still and motion design, graphics, man, if you need us to walk your dog, you hear me? We would come walk your dog. We would come babysit your kid. I don't know. I just thought about that. I take that back. I ain't babysitting no kid. Kids too much. If it ain't somebody, I ain't messing with your kid. What else we'll do? We'll wash your car. We'll pressure wash your house. We got it all. Everything. Contact us at smashandco.co. If we can't do it, we know somebody that can. Oh, that's a slogan. I just came up with a slogan. If we can't do it, we know somebody that can. Yeah, man, this week we gonna do a solo pod. I've really been slacking. I would say myself, I've been slacking. I didn't really prepare and get the right guests. I was trying to get some guests. Matter of fact, speaking of that, of guests, if you watch this, if you are an avid listener to this and you got somebody that you would want me to talk to, man, tag them in this video. Comment on there, man. Comment their name, man. If I can get in touch with them, I'll gladly try my best to get in touch with them. And matter of fact, be a liaison. Put me in a message with them. And we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to continue. What this podcast is about, I tried the first 2 or 3 episodes, I tried to explain it. It's just conversation, man. So it ain't like I'm never going to grill anybody on nothing hard, unless they just they're an asshole, and I really want to know what they got going, like what's going on in their mind, what you own. In hood terminology, when we say what you own, that mean like, bro, something ain't right. Something is not right with what you are presenting me. So I want to know, what do you have going on, sir or madam? So, but other than that, man, it's just genuine conversation between me and somebody that I'm interested in getting to know. And maybe I want to highlight what they got going. If it's an artist, I want to highlight your music, man. If you are you are a producer, I want to highlight your producing skills. I want to highlight who you're producing for. If you're a videographer and you wanna dive into movies or whatever, you're a businessman and I would love to talk to people like, hey man, I'm a name drop. I'm finna name drop here. Joe Field from Voxo. I would love to talk to people like that just to see how, processes, how you got to where you were, where you are, not where. It's keyword, where you are. But yeah, it's nothing serious. It ain't nothing like, we not doing no campaign runs or no press runs over here. Eventually we want to get there, but right now, we just genuinely talking to folks we interested in. So again, comment. Somebody you'd like to see me talk to in the Hattiesburg area. I may, if it worth it, I'll pay for my ticket and fly out and talk to somebody, huh? Come on. It gotta be worth it though. Yeah, that gotta be worth it. They gonna have to bring all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna dive straight in today, man. I got a few topics, man. I'm gonna start with the lightest one. So if you watched last week's episode was basically a sports cast. So I want to pull up ESPN here, and I'm going to go over the scores of the playoffs because last week I said some things. People were looking at me like I was crazy. I'm like, man. But man, I call myself a savant. Huh? I be knowing. When I say I'm a savant, I do this. I don't know what that mean. I don't know what none of that mean, what it got to do with anything. But I'm a savant. So last night the playoffs started. I think I remember I said 76ers would go. They gonna gentlemen sweep the Nets. One game, one pretty handily. I think I said the Celtics gonna beat whoever either the Hawks or the Heat. They gonna beat them pretty handily. And guess what? Celtics won game one. Said the Knicks were gonna beat the Cavs and it's gonna be a good series. Guess who won game one? Knicks. I think I said the Warriors Kings is gonna be a 7-game series. I may be wrong, but I think that's what I said. If I ain't mistaken, I think I said it's gonna be a 7-game series and it's gonna be close. Kings won the first game, but you better believe games 3 and 4 in Oakland. Or no, are they in San Francisco? No, they in Oakland. I forget. Wherever the Warriors are, games 3 and 4, they will win. Hands down. You're not gonna beat them at home. But my track record is pretty on. I wish here in Mississippi we can't do FanDuel, right? And DraftKings and all that stuff because Mississippi got a bumfuck ass law that says no gambling online and all this type of stuff. Bro, I would be hitting right now, staying, shooting the dice, staying. But unfortunately we can't bet. But today, I want to say today been a little rough. Giannis threw my damn shit off. Giannis get hurt, and the doggone Heat blew the Bucks out. If it weren't for Giannis being hurt, they would have swept them boys. But Giannis got hurt, so now I don't know. And it depends on how long Giannis gonna be out. If he's out for the next game or two, the series may go 6. It may go 6, but if he's back next game, gentlemen sweep. They gonna 4-1 these boys. But the early game, the game that I'm most I'm the proudest about. The early game of the day was the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Watching this game early on, I will say, I said, man, I need to go to sleep because this ain't good. It's too much going on. Then I seen AD get hurt. Soon as AD said, oh, I can't raise my arm. I said, yeah, let me go to sleep. We doomed. We bound to drizzle out. Because God doggone, when I tell you, man, I'm looking. watching the game, and I see Bron just being like super passive. I don't want to say super passive, but he just wasn't like, he wasn't being Bron, like drive to the hole, just dunk on everybody. But then again, he's 35, 36 years old. You ain't gonna always be able to do that. Sometimes you gotta preserve yourself. So I get it. I get it, Bron. I'm just saying, I remember 20-year-old Bron and what he was doing when he was dunking on Tim Duncan. So that's what I be wanting to see. Or when you were dunking on KG. But I gotta remember you can't do that all the time no more. I'm watching that game, but a side note, I also went to sleep because if you are a church musician or an avid church goer, you know about them after church naps. I ate me some good hibachi today, man. I said, ooh, that hibachi got me right. I'm gonna try to watch the game, and then before you know it, I was knocked out. Slob everywhere. And then when AD got hurt, it made me want to slob him more. I said, this boy ain't, pause. But I said, this Negro is doggone just down bad. You can't touch him. You better touch him. But he a dog, though. That's the crazy part, to be that talented, man. How you that talented and you that doggone fragile? Like, man, nigga, you could put him against anybody and he gonna dog him. Honestly, he just that good. But he just that fragile as well. You barely touch him, and but you know what the funny part is? What we think as viewers when we watching them on TV, what we think is let's say a soft tap. Like most of us couldn't go out there and take that soft tap. That's the bad part. Where we think he just barely put his shoulder into him. Like, bro, they probably going like 10 miles per hour crashing into each other. You run 10 miles per hour and crash into the wall. They're probably running faster than that. Or let's say they're not running 10 miles per hour. Let's say they're running 5 miles per hour, but with so much force. Like, it's so much force and they run into each other. Like, the average human cannot take that. So we have to, we call him fragile, but then again, we think about it. Could you take being hit like that? Or could you take being 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", jumping 40 inches off the ground, and you 250 pounds, 280 pounds, and you come down and twist your ankle? Could you take that? I don't think many people in the world can, because that's why it ain't that many NBA players, or it ain't that many NFL players or soccer players or baseball players, because that is hard, man. I'm 6'4", 6'5". Look, man, I step out, coming out of my apartment is it's a step. It gotta be about this big. That'll be about what? 2 feet, maybe? 2 feet at most. If I step wrong and that ankle turn, doc, I'm out. I'm calling people to come pick me up. I'm hurt. I can't do nothing today. I can't come to the studio. I can't get on the road. I gotta tell my sister, look here, I can't come over there today. You're gonna have to come over here, huh? That's just what it is, man. You gotta doggone start calling them man fragile. But again, if you ain't never been that tall, that athletic, that fast, that can jump, that explosive, that nimble, that you got that much finesse, you don't know. You're not just looking at it and calling fragile. Now, am I mad that every time I look at a game, he hurt something? Yeah. But then again, I'm not 6'10", 6'11". Damn near 300 pounds. I'm 300 pounds at 6'4". It's different though. But still, I could imagine. At this height, I can only imagine how I feel to be that tall and jumping that hard and running that fast and running that much wear and tear on your body. He probably been playing basketball since not even just Anthony Davis. Most of them folks been playing basketball since they were 9, 10 years old. Can you imagine how much miles they got on their body? They probably they like an old beat up Buick LeSabre. They got 120,000 miles on their body, man. These folks done ran every day of their life, dog, on it. So I don't know, man. We gotta slow down. But the game keep going. He come back in. I wake up. I see him. He came back in. I made a little story post. I said, I'm glad he come back in. And what was odd, I made another post that said, if the Lakers gonna win this game, we need Bron and AD to be Bron and AD. Like that means they gotta dominate this game. Bron gotta go get 30, 10, and 10, and AD gotta go get 25, 20, and 5 blocks. We gotta dominate this game, right? So that's what I'm thinking we need. But if that doggone AR-15 went crazy, that doggone Rui, how you pronounce his name? Rui Hachimura. Brother, if you ever see this video in your life, I am sorry I butchered your name. I respect you, my boy. You are a hooper, but that damn name is hard. That damn name is hard. Rui Hachim. And I think I'm not the sharpest knife in the tool, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed or whatever you want to call it, sharpest knife in the drawer. But I got a little sense about myself. Now, when you hear me talking like this, you may say he ain't got no sense, but I got a little sense about myself. Got a little education in my back pocket. But that doggone name is hard. Rui Hachimura. He went crazy, dunking on folks, hitting 5, 6 threes, you know. And that really catapulted us past where we need to be. And then Ja got hurt. That was really the X factor. Because if he can't beat Ja, it's a wrap. So that if he's out, if he's gonna miss games, we're gonna sweep them. Listen to me. You people of YouTube land, you listen to me good. This is a bold prediction. If Ja Morant cannot play game 2, and if it's any other game he can't play, if he can't play game 2, if they say he had to miss game 3, if they end worst case scenario, if they say he's out for the rest of the series, we're gonna sweep them. We're going to sweep them. Dylan Brooks ain't got it. Bane can't do it by himself. Jerry Jackson Jr. can't do it by himself. Hey man, we gonna sweep them boys, man. And this is the bold prediction. I've seen tweets and people saying that the 76ers and the Lakers will see each other in the finals. I don't know about the East. I don't know who's coming out the East. It's weird now, especially if Giannis hurt. If Giannis hurt, it's most likely going to be the 76ers that come out of there. But he probably just had a little injury and they wanted to preserve him for the game. But let's just say worst case scenario, he's out for a series or 2. The 76ers will come out the East. But the way this is playing out, if the Kings beat the Warriors, we're going to sweep the Grizzlies, especially. It may be a gentleman's sweep. At worst case scenario, we'll beat them in 6 games. Let's say that. Worst case scenario. We're going to beat the Grizzlies in 6 games. The Kings are going to beat the Warriors, and we're going to beat the Kings. We most likely will make it to the Western Conference Final, depending on who we play, because this game is messing up my predictions. I said that the Suns were going to beat the Clippers in this series. They were going to gentleman sweep. And right now, the Suns are losing 109-108 with 28.8 seconds left. Let me see who got the ball. I said I wasn't going to go over 30 times. Clippers have the ball, so the Suns are going to lose game 1 unless KD or Book score score. Kawhi Leonard went crazy. Oh my God. Dang, Book. Yeah, but that's the case. So if the Clippers win tonight, that means the Suns got to win 4 straight. I don't know if that happens, so that's gonna maybe mess up my prediction. The Nuggets are finna sweep the Timberwolves. Look here, either sweep or gentleman sweep. But my point is to end this segment, wrap this segment up. The Lakers are on track to at least get to the Western Conference Finals. Because if Ja Morant is hurt and he has to miss more than one game, we're going to sweep them. Mark my words. We're going to sweep the Grizzlies. And then if the Kings beat the Warriors, we are going to beat the Kings. Now, if the Warriors beat the Kings, I don't know. I don't know because that's Steph. It's like Steph is brung kryptonite for some reason, man. He brung kryptonite. But the way I'm in my head, I'm predicting that the Kings are gonna beat the Warriors. And once that happens, we're gonna beat the Kings. And we'll most likely see the Suns in the Western Conference Final. And that's gonna be a battle it's gonna be a battle of will, basically, because both teams are gonna be. So we'll see. But just keep an eye out. Go, like I said, go watch last week's episode. It'll tell you exactly who I chose. But I'm on track. I'm a savant. Pretty good at this, man. Pretty good. I know. I know what I know. Know what I know. I got breaking news, by the way. And this wasn't planned. I think I was just scrolling Twitter while we were setting up. Or scrolling Instagram. I was scrolling Instagram and I seen a picture of Donald Trump. He the coldest, man. Donald Trump the coldest, man. I don't know. We let a reality TV star, mogul, entrepreneur, we let him become president. He loses the other presidency. He tells people to storm the Capitol. In a sense, he didn't exactly say storm the Capitol, but I forget the actual phrase he used for the people to go, and they actually did it. We didn't arrest him for that. The man has been paying. Hey, man, prostitution is the oldest trade of the world. Women have been selling vagina since the beginning of time. That vagina is one produce. No, it's I'm not produce. I don't want to say it like a food, but it's one product. Let's say product. It's one product that will never stop selling. Would never stop selling. But anyway, I say that to say, Donald Trump been paying women for vagina. He paid her however much he paid her to not say nothing, sign an NDA. She say something. The world find out. We don't say nothing to Trump, you know. We say something, but we don't do nothing real to him. He just let him go on by their business. So now we arrest this man. He got all these charges. The only one of the presidents ever to be arrested. And he is now out. I don't even think he actually ever got booked in jail, man. He couldn't have been booked in jail. But he is now out on a fucking press run. Man is front row at UFC fights. He on podcasts now. He just the coldest, man. We got to accept it. And we got to come to grips that the hard reality is he will be president in 2024. In November 2024, they will say the 47th president Cause what Obama was 44 or 45. I think Obama. Let me Google it real quick. Joe Biden, 46. Yep, so I was right. The 47th president of the United States will be Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't say that to say it proudly. I don't say that and mean like, hey, man, hey, look what we done. We elected such a great man and such a futuristic thinker. No, because that's what society has. It's funny. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I told them, society and humanity, we just fucked up, man. We in a bad place, and that's what we have produced. We don't want real politicians as presidents anymore. It's crazy, sad. We don't want real politicians as a president. Now, mind you, career politicians is jacked up. Jacked up. Most of them people, they just pad in their pockets. Yeah. But man, I would rather somebody who actually know about policies. I don't really know about policies. I may know a small, minute thing about policies, but I'd rather somebody who know a lot about policy, how to make stuff work, how to make laws happen, how to move funds around in whatever, man. I'd rather that person be in office than a celebrity. But we are a nation that loves celebrity. And we're dealing with it now because everybody is trying to pull they don't want the US dollar as their currency. It sounds good when they do it. It sounds good. But I just don't see it happening. But they're doing this because we are a nation that loves celebrities. Sometimes I ask myself, would we love Martin Luther King as much if he wasn't a celebrity? Like, because there's people out here doing work like that, man. I don't know them, but I'm sure there's people still out here in the community doing that work. And, man, we got to get off the celebrity, man. We have let Donald Trump take us on a huge roller coaster ride. And unfortunately, we are in a bad spot because he is going to win 2024. Who he run against? They said Joe Biden. It's Democrats. I think it's been rumors that Joe Biden is going to run again. So if he's automatically know he's going to run again, you think the Democrats going to put somebody that can beat him against him? No. They're going to let him go again. And Trump will not beat him this time. Just won't. Ooh-wee. That was my breaking news. I didn't want to report about that. But it came up, and I said the best thing to do is talk about it. Because it's funny. It's really funny to me that, like, this man is moving like that. Like, bro, you just got arrested, bro. Like, you moving like a rapper. Sit down, bro. Like, go sit down, man. Work this out. But, hey, when you got the power and the money, the money and the power, hey, man, that's what Scarface said. Scarface said, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. Woo-wee. But, oh, well, we'll move on. We'll move on, man. Before I move on, I just want to say LABron in 6. That's all that matter. Chop that out. LABron in 6. Now another, cause we were talking about, I was just talking about. It's funny, but it's also sad about Donald Trump, man, and it just make me feel grief sometimes. I don't even know if that's. I don't even know if I can put grief and what I'm feeling with him together, but it's like it's almost it's like the country dying, like the country dying or something, man. Like how we let it get this bad, man. Have it? I like sitting down and talking to old people. It's been a while since I sat down and talked to an old person. I just want to know, was it like that when they was alive? Were they letting dumb stuff like that? Were they feeling like we feeling like, man, this is dumb. How is this happening? It's been a while since I talked to one. But I need to talk to one for real because next thing I want to talk about is grief. And how do you deal with grief? This segment won't even be long. Because I really want some insight on just how you deal with grief. You know? Because the other day, I seen a post that said, like, when you lose a parent, you don't even, I don't even know how they said it, but I know what my response to it was, I just feel like I've been walking around like I'm gonna figure it out. But for like 15 years. But I think the post was saying, how do you never really deal with it? You never really cope with it. Like you never really sit with the grief. And I just really want to know how people in the world deal with grief. That's a question that I really want answers to. Just to see, because I'm curious. I think I deal with grief just by like moving, go to the next thing, start this, start that, do this, do that, do this, talk to this person, talk to that person. You know, just keep moving and keep trying to elevate life or elevate in life. But I want to know how other people deal with grief because some people can't get out of bed when they deal with grief. Some people get depressed. Some people get bad anxiety. Some people are workaholics. Some people do all type of stuff. Some people got good coping mechanisms. They know how to recognize what's going on, and they got good techniques to get through it. But yeah, man, if you see this, come in and let me know how you deal with grief. I think United States after in the next couple of years we're gonna have to deal with like nation grief. Cause we fucked up. We fucked up out here. But still, how you deal with grief, man? Like, are you a church goer? You pray? Do you feel like that's the only thing you need to do? You need to put works behind the prayer? Well, just let me know. And one last topic that I want to hit on before I get out of here. This episode gonna be short and sweet. I told you, it's just a solo episode, man. I love, trying to figure this out, put stuff together. I'm really trying to see what everything is now, how it's going. Because now we're approaching 10 episodes. So some stuff may change coming up. We just trying to figure out how to maneuver and what's going on. Do we drop the audio on this day and the video on this day, or we trying to move and see how stuff going. So you bear with us in the time of growth. Let's say that. Bear with me in the time of growth. I promise I won't do nothing that'll have you like fuck him, or I may do something that say fuck him. But if that is the case, that mean I did my job. Make you feel something. That's all. But it's a documentary that came out on YouTube. It came out on Patreon too. Hold on, guys. This mucus is tearing me up. I need to give me some good old NyQuil tonight. It's a good old documentary that came out on YouTube. It came out on Patreon too. But what came out on Patreon was he didn't censor any of the videos, any of the pictures or anything. He didn't censor any of that. This dude actually who did the documentary. I hate to say it because I'm a black man and I know we are calling this guy a culture vulture, but I watch his stuff because I like to keep up with the young people. Like, I'm saying that in the sense like I'm 40, 50 years old. I'm old. I'm just 33. So I'm kind of in the middle. I ain't young, but I ain't old. I'm right there in the middle, and so I'm trying to get get life together. But I like to keep up with the young guys, so I know. Because in the business I'm in, I be having to travel. Not unfortunately, fortunately, I have to travel. But when I travel, it's fortunate that I get to travel, but it's unfortunate because sometimes I end up going to places like Chicago, places like West Palm Beach, Florida. You know, it's a rich city, but if you go just the wrong way, you end up in the wrong part of West Palm Beach. And you get what I'm saying? So I had to go to these places, man. For all you old heads, that's my age, we'll say we old heads. If you ever watched the fight DVD, Hood Fights or Hood, whatever it was, West Palm Beach was big on there. West Palm Beach, Florida, Orlando, all these places. But I be traveling to these places, or I'm in the Bahamas, or I'm in Jamaica. You know, you never know where you're gonna run into. I'm in Denver. You know, it may be a hood in Denver. I don't know, LA, whatever. I watch this dude videos on YouTube because I like to keep up with this, so I know, hey, these young people are at war over here. So when we go over here, stay in the hotel. Go to the bar that's right down the street from the hotel, or go to the food place right down the street and come back. Uh, but it's funny because in Chicago, I didn't do that like a fool. We played at some place downtown. We in downtown Chicago. And I ended up walking by a McDonald's that got shot up. It was like, Raymond, and I ate at the Taco Bell right next to it. Like, Raymond, you are looking for trouble. Go back to this hotel and eat this vendor meal that they finna give you. But you know, every now and then you get a little antsy, man. Get a little antsy and you want to see. But anyway, so I watch this dude videos, and they always informative, and he does say some jokes that's like, bro, you shouldn't say these jokes in this video. But for the most part, he does these videos well, man. He'll mention poverty that is the reason behind these videos, systemic issues, or systematic, however you pronounce it, whatever you say. He kind of breaks stuff down like that, and then he'll say things like, well, we got to look at the government and why the government is allowing this, or the police or the mayors or the whoever is allowing these things to happen in these cities. So I kind of don't call him a culture vulture like everybody else call him a culture vulture. But Trap Lord Ross, man, he released a video about King Von. They call it a documentary. But it's long as Jack, so it's basically a documentary. It's like 3-4 hours long. I really don't see no problem with this video, man, because they made him take it down at first. Like, he literally took the video down and just left it on Patreon. But then I think he put it right back up on YouTube because he was like, nah, they're not going to bully me. And I don't blame him. He's white. He's from UK. So, you know, they automatically black people, we think we can bully somebody. And I'm saying this, and when I tell you I'm super pro-black, I'm super pro-black. I told Willie, me and Willie were talking, this is a little private conversation, but I'll tell y'all about it though. Not the whole conversation, just this part I told Willie. All right, man, if I run my business, I just want black people working for me. I want to empower black people. Like, I'm super pro-black. That's how pro-black I am. But we can't get mad at this man for making a video, and it's basically He's using public information. He don't have a private investigator. I watched a video of like academics Van Lathan and some dude from Chicago talking to him. And the dude was like, yeah, man, you ain't talked to nobody from here. How you know any of that stuff true? Bro, if I can put your name in on Twitter and I see that you said you want to drill somebody, you want to kill somebody, you need more bodies, you dissing every op. Bro, I don't need to talk to nobody for them to tell me what you doing is what they say you did is true. What you said you did is true. You said you did it, cuz. What the fuck? What are we on? What are we telling this man he need to talk to somebody from the city? Fam, bro, the man King Von said he killed 7 people. He said if he get 3 more, he gonna have 10. I got family in Chicago. Man, my mama that was born in Chicago. My daddy got in some trouble in my hometown of Grenada, Mississippi, and ran to Chicago and lived in Chicago for a while. I got roots in Chicago. I've only been once myself, but my family is I got roots in Chicago. Favorite team is the Chicago Bears. I love Chicago. And I love drill music. I love King Von music. If I want to get in the mood where I just want to bounce around and get a little angry, I'm putting on that Von. Putting on that Von. Took her to the O. We not for 63rd. When my boy get to saying that, God damn, I don't know nothing about no 63rd, but my boy, that sound good. Hey, all I'm saying. But in all these songs, he said he killed these people, man. He said he killed these people, man. One of the famous murders he got off from. I don't want to say famous, but in one of the murders he got off from, the Malcolm Stuckey murder, I think they got like testifying that like people testifying that saying he called and said, hey, lead a party, get all the kids, tell them to lead a party. Bro, this man is a killer. He's a killer, bro. Some people are jacked up, man. That's just honest to God truth, man. Bro, it's this dude in my hometown. Everybody know him. He a cool dude, too. You look at him, you'll never know. But he'll kill you, bro. And I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. He will kill you, man. Some people are just, they don't have that thing that most people have that keeps them from crossing that line. Cause let's be honest, man. Let's have an honest 30 seconds. I'm sure you done got to arguing with somebody and like, man, I kill this motherfucker. I'm sure you have in your life. But it's something that keeps you from crossing that line. But it's a percentage of people out here. They ain't got it. That thing that threshold, like all you audio engineers, you know, your threshold in the compression. Doc, Will, hey, that compression, that threshold is low. It is low, my boy. It don't take much to get over that thing, Doc. Well, or whatever it is. I mean, it don't take much to get over. That's all I'm saying. You know, and unfortunately, King Von was one of them people. It didn't take much to get over that. So when this man saying he titles this video King Von Routes First Serial Killer, can we say he lying? No. So why are you trying to extort this man for his video? You can't. You can't, man. I know that's your homie. You look up to him. You respect him. You revere him. But your homie was a killer, bro. And he proudly wore the jacket of being a killer. Trap Lil Ross ain't saying nothing that Von didn't say himself. I'ma slide. That's all. Hey man, let that man make his money, man. He just, and if we as black people don't want white people to capitalize off our culture, guess what we gotta do? You fucking make the video. You do it. Hey, black person that don't want the white people to capitalize off our culture and off the violence and negative, well, guess what? They gonna do that. So guess what? You make the video. Whoever, you make the video. You make the video. Make the fucking video. We won't have to worry about them capitalizing off our culture. You do it yourself. But guess what? It's a white person who owns YouTube most likely. So guess what? When you making your money off YouTube, guess who also making money? It's the way the world ran, man. We never gonna be able to stop white people from making money, man. You never, unless you make your own YouTube. You make your own YouTube, you'll be able to capitalize. You'll be able to capitalize. And then it become bigger than YouTube, you'll capitalize off it. But for the most part, we not, you know what I'm saying, man, make the content, man. So they beat them to the punch. It's gonna happen. The world thrives off negativity. Everybody loves something negative, man. Unfortunately, I don't care how positive you are as a person. It's something negative that you like. That's a guilty pleasure. That's a guilty pleasure in my life. The world thrives off that, man. Since the beginning of time, man. Since the beginning of time, the world has thrived off negativity. So, beat them to the punch. People of Chicago, you live in Chicago, make these videos. Don't let a DJ Academics have to make that video. And I love DJ Academics. That's my boy. I don't know him personally, but I just love him. I love his work. Now, I love his work. I used to be totally against his work at first, but now I understand him after watching him for years. I understand I love his work. But don't let somebody like DJ Academics beat you to the punch. Trap Lil Ross. And it's crazy because we'll look at their videos and look like it take a lot to do their videos, but they really just got a good mic, a good camera, and they know how to operate editing software. That's all it takes. So if you beat them to the punch and capitalize on your own city, man, do good work, good editing, good videos, good research, and beat them to the punch. You live in the city, so it shouldn't be that hard to research. Chicago, Jacksonville, New York. But shit, every city in New York is like a fucking city of its own. So if you live in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, whatever, beat them folks to the punch. You live in LA, you live in Compton, you be the one that make these videos. You beat these people to the punch. And you grow yourself. That's all I'm saying, man. Stop telling them, man, to take this video down. He don't have to take that video now. And then y'all threatening him, talking about what you gonna do to him. Bro, y'all fucking crazy. That man press charges on y'all, bro. You say you a thug, you say you in the streets, you gang banging, and you gonna send a nigga a message that say what you gonna do to him. And you saying he white. You said the man white, right? You said he white, right? You say he from the suburbs. You say he ain't from that life. So what you think he gonna do when you tell him you gonna kill him if he don't take this video down? You gonna take his money if he don't take this video down? That man gonna go to the police, man. He is profitable. He's making money. He don't have to stay in the UK no more. He can travel around. He can actually go places. So when he go places, he's gonna probably put a heads up to the police department or whatever city he's going to or whatever place and say, hey, I need protection because so-and-so said they were going to do so-and-so. Now the police are who probably were already looking at you, because you say you're in the streets, you sliding, you killing, you gangbanging, you selling drugs, you doing whatever you're doing. They already looking at you. Now they got a reason to come get you. Y'all niggas don't be thinking, man. God damn. And then I may overthought that. I just literally, bro, in the time I've been talking, all this just hit me. Boom. Literally just thought about that. And I may have overthought it. But at least I thought about it. You young niggas don't think about shit. You don't think about nothing. You just do it. You don't think about, oh, Bob, I got another rant in me, and I'm going to keep it to myself, because you young niggas just don't think. But, man, it ain't no problem with what he doing, man. Because the honest and sad truth, as pro-black as I am, we don't help ourselves because we keep doing this. We keep killing. We keep going. We're going to glorify the next rapper that say he got 3 bodies. We're going to glorify him. And I can't fault nobody, because when I was a Gucci Mane fan, and when I found out Gucci Mane killed who he killed, I said, Gucci the realest rap I ever heard of. And I'm bumping everything Gucci Mane put out. I can't find nobody. Till this day, I still listen to Gucci Mane. Huh? You not gonna stop me from listening to Gucci Mane. Boosie, I grew up listening to Boosie, man. I'm telling you, bro. Boosie got a hold on Mississippi like, I don't know, like Jay-Z got a hold on New York, bro. Listen to me. You can play Set It Off in a Mississippi club, and that thing gonna ring off like it came out last month. I'm sorry, but all the stories I heard about Boosie growing up and what he was doing, I can't fault nobody. I can't fault the young people for being, they want their rappers to be real killers. I can't fault them because I was into it too. But you gotta, until our culture flips the switch and says, hey man, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that to be cool, to be successful. Go get some go get some therapy, bro. Like, go talk this out with somebody, bro. Like, I know you mad at that person, but like, go talk it out with somebody before you go do something crazy. Man, one of my friends, because I got like a temper, but not like temper where I want to hurt people. I just get mad at certain stuff. I got a friend, the best advice he ever gave me was, he said, man, when you get mad at something, bro, sleep on it. And if you feel like that when you wake up, address the issue. But if you don't feel like that when you wake up, bro, let it go. And when I tell you, this has saved me a many arguments, because in the moment I be ready to argue. Because I can argue. I can argue my ass off. But it's like, bro, it ain't even worth it. I'm going to go sleep. And when I wake up, I genuinely don't be thinking about I don't even think about it. What was I mad about? Man, that's dumb. So you young niggas, go talk to somebody, man. Find you a girl or somebody who will listen to you, who really want to hear and talk you through something, instead of telling you, yeah, that nigga was wrong. You need to whoop that nigga. Yeah. Bro, you don't have to whoop nobody, bro. You don't have, bro, I know you tough. You can beat a lot of people up. But guess what? You don't got to beat nobody up, bro. If they don't put their hands on you, your family, your loved ones, you don't have to beat nobody up, bro. You don't. Just because they said, fuck you, they made a song about you, you beating them up or killing them it don't prove nothing. And man, it's funny because I told Will, I said, I don't think I got much to say about this topic, but I do. I do. Because I grew up around bullies, man. I can name some people from my hometown, but I'm not going to name them because they may see this video and I don't want, and then who cares? But I think bullies think because people don't want to fight them or scare them that they run stuff. Like, you don't run nothing, bro. You're not going to make no money. Like, you're not going to make no money in life, bro. You're going to fucking go to jail, bro, because you think you can beat everybody up when they don't do something, when they do something you don't like, or they say something, or they stare at you, or they look at you wrong, or you wearing some bummy ass clothes and somebody make fun of your bummy ass clothes. Unfortunately, brother, you look like a bum. Huh? You don't beat me up because you look like a bum. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just look bad. You look bad today, brother. When you come to school tomorrow, you may look better. But I don't know where that complex come from, bro. Like, bullies think they, just because people don't want to argue with them or whatever, that they run stuff. Like, no, that's not the case, bro. People just don't want to deal with you. People just don't want to deal with you, bro. And that's like, hey, man, leave that man where he at, man. He don't have to come. So you missing all the fun stuff. You missing all the parties. You missing the invites. But hey, man, look, King Von, he was a great artist. And I'm, to his people of where he from, I'm sure he's probably the greatest person ever came out of there. All the money he gave back and all the stuff he did for people, I'm sure they think he's a hero. But it's certain people, he is a real life demon. He's a devil. He killed these people, family members. Can we blame somebody for making a video on public information? And taking his real life tweets that he tweeted and putting it in videos to explain why this man thinks he's a serial killer. This is not private information. He didn't use anything private. So it's two things can coincide in the same time. They both can be true. He's a hero to many people, but he's also a devil and a serial killer to many people as well. And Trapler Ross is not wrong because he explained. That's my take on that. Hey, man, don't threaten me. Don't kill me. Please. I want to live. I want to live to see. I gotta go. I just want to make it to 75, 80. Let me see 75, 80. Now, God, take me on out. Take me out. But y'all let me live that alone, man. God got it in his plan to let me live that alone. But y'all devil, y'all young niggas I don't want no smoke with none of y'all. But just let that man, let it is what it is, man. Let that man keep his video up. And if you don't want him to make no more money off his videos, you beat him to the punch and you make the videos. Problem solved. Problem solved. That's been another episode of Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all for watching. Again, tap in with me. Ray Bradford on YouTube, Ray Bradford on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever streaming platform. Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast on Apple Podcast. Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast at. New music coming soon, before the summer out. I said that on here, so now I gotta hold myself to that. But new music. And it's gonna be really good music. It's gonna be funk music. It's gonna be dance funk music. You hear me? We're going back to dancing out here, man. If you're not dancing, you ain't playing real funk music no more. I said it. If you ain't dancing, you ain't playing real funk music no more. We going back to George Clinton. We going back to Sly and the Family Stone. We going back to Donna Summers with her disco funk. We going back to Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, they was a little on the disco side, but they had a little funk too. We going back to the Average White Band. We going back down. Funk, dancing. I'm out. Oh, before we cut it off, find your mama, find your sister, find your daddy, find your brother, find your uncle, find your auntie, find your niece, find your nephew, find your son, find your daughter, whoever. Find them, hug them, tell them you love them. Peace out, man. Y'all have a good one.